Hi everyone, Sonia here. Today we're going to talk about how to create Pinterest graphics. Pinterest is a social media site that is likely to be around for quite a while. People use Pinterest for their own purposes, to keep track of items and to perhaps show off their taste to others. There aren't too many websites that compare to Pinterest with this type of functionality. If you are one to use Pinterest solely to keep track of items for retrieval at some time later, you probably won't need to know how to best construct your pins or graphics to gain the most amount of shares. However, if you are looking to use Pinterest as a way to increase your traffic or gain followers and have more shares, then keep watching. The biggest factor to keep in mind when constructing a graphic for Pinterest is that users scroll down to see what others have pinned. You need to use this to your advantage. Having wide pins is distracting, as Pinterest is not set up to scroll horizontally, and people quickly move away from that. Having longer pins with skinnier widths will have the biggest chance of attracting the most users. This takes advantage of users' natural inclination of scrolling down. Whenever possible, build up suspense from the top to the bottom of the pin. An example would be to start out with a question. Build on that question with more questions. At the bottom, invite them to your website for the answer. If you make them curious for the entire pin, they will have no choice but to click on through to your website. PowerPoint or Keynote for Mac users can be used to create the proper graphics for your pins. In fact, you can set up a template and reuse that whenever you want to create a new pin in the proper format. Create a new slide with dimensions of 500 in width by 1500 in length. The length can be adjusted after you add all your assets. If you run out of room, simply copy the assets to your clipboard and resize the canvas. Then paste the assets back in. If you simply resize the canvas with the assets intact, the assets will resize to undesirable dimensions. The assets should be a combination of images and bullet points. Make them big enough for people to easily see when pinned onto your boards. Pinning to shared group boards will give you even more exposure. So I hope these tips help you create very interesting Pinterest graphics for yourself. I'm Sonia, and thanks for watching.